A research was conducted with international students in Seoul to address how food insecurity affects them. The results show that among those international students, food insecurity is not a problem. This might lead one to think that food insecurity is not a problem at all in South Korea, but you're wrong. South Korea has increased in life expectancy in the past decades given its investment in high-quality healthcare and food security solving programs, such as the food banks and the rice self-sufficiency program that reached its goal in 1970s. South Korea is also one of the main postmodern countries that stopped receiving exported food and started importing food to address the food security crisis in other nations. South Korea also occupied, in 2019, the 32nd place globally in food security score, according to the Global Food Security Index. Some efforts that are being taken to assure people have enough food are the advanced cutbacks on food waste and the vertical farming.
Just outside of Suwon, a city 30 kilometers south of the capital Seoul, the South Korean government is experimenting with urban agriculture. The Rural Development Administration has built a prototype of a vertical farm. So far, their experiment is only 3 stories high, but they hope that one day the technology will expand and be capable of feeding the entire nation.
However, there's a small part of the population that still struggles with being food insecure in South Korea, mostly caused by a lack of financial resources rather than a lack of social programs. Almost half of the South Koreans over 65 live in relative poverty, according to the OECD data. The poverty rate is one of the biggest ones when compared to other developed countries. Many of them are neglected by their families and even by the government. This leads many to commit suicide because of the feelings of abandonment.
Overall, South Korea is one of the most capitalistic countries in the world, so don't expect too much social welfare from the government. Only the fittest are allowed to survive. Okay, but even if the government didn't do anything about it, where's the families of these people? Where are their loved ones to take care of them? Simple. Collapse of traditional family values. Yes, Korea is moving on and leaving behind its Confucianist ideological roots. And that is clearly seen on recent surveys conducted by the government itself, which shows that only in 15 years, the percentage of children who think they should look after their parents shrunk from 90 to 37%. So yes, Koreans nowadays think it more worthy of their time and money to invest it in their own children and giving them a bright future rather than taking care of their aging parents.
Even though this is a problem for everyone, the only ones able to solve it are the Korean adults. Think about your parents or grandparents. Would you like them to live without food? Imagine you in that place. You'd rather be forgotten when you get older by your children? Is it tough to imagine, isn't it? Indeed, it is even harder to live.